As an example of our domination and diversity with draft prep, just look at the past few years broken down by position. Defensive line, Fisk in 2024, the best D tackle numbers in 6 categories. Diaby in 2023, the fastest D end, highest vertical amongst all D end, and dominated the Senior Bowl and moved up several rounds in the draft. Cole in 2024, fastest defensive end at 278 pounds. Wide receivers, with every wide receiver at BPS running in the 4.3s in 2024. In 2022, Christian Watson is projected as a 3rd, 4th rounder in January, has one of the best overall workouts in history for a wide receiver, fastest wide receiver over 200 pounds, fastest 20-yard time ever recorded in NFL history at any position, and gets drafted 34th overall, 2 picks away from the 1st round. Every single wide receiver we trained in the 2022 Combine ran in the low 4.3s, and Bayless Jones moving up the draft board similar to Watson. Offensive lineman, Matt Lee, fastest offensive center in 2024. In 2023, Braden Daniels was the fastest offensive guard and was either 1st or 2nd in every single testing category, which is even more remarkable because he ended his college career having shoulder surgery. So not only did we rehab the shoulder and regain all his muscle mass, he had these elite testing numbers. In 2024, all of our offensive guards ran in the low 5.1s. Running backs, 2024, Blake Corum was the strongest running back and had the fastest running back shuttle and 3-cone and ran a 4.50. Vidal had the fastest running back 10 and 20 yard, and both Vidal and Sheridan ran a 4.43. In 2022, McLaughlin ran a 4.37. In 2021, we had Deion Jackson, the fastest running back overall with a 4.32. Move on to defensive backs. We had 4 cornerbacks that ran in the 4.3s or 4.2s in 2021, including the fastest overall cornerback Eccles at 4.28. In 2024, the fastest safety, Cole Bishop, who also had the fastest 10 overall for any position. Also in 2024, the biggest cornerback was Cam Hart, who put up these elite numbers. In 2023, Jason Taylor was the fastest free safety and finished 1st or 2nd in every single category. Moving to tight ends. 2023, we had Will Mallory, who was the fastest tight end and dominated the Senior Bowl. We had 5 tight ends in 2023 that ran a 4.5 or faster, including Elijah Higgins, a 240-pound wide receiver that ran in the low 4.4s, and then they converted to tight end. Linebackers, 2023, we had Yasir Abdullah, who was the fastest inside linebacker and the only inside linebacker running the 4.4s, and had the best broad jump and was either 1st or 2nd in every single testing category. 2024, Tyrese Knight had the fastest 10-yard overall for inside linebackers, was the strongest inside linebacker, and placed at least in the top 3 in every single category. Tyler Smith, a 2022 offensive lineman, who came into the process in January as a 20-year-old possible 3rd rounder and moves into the 1st round with his phenomenal workout. Now, let's talk about the most underrated aspect of draft prep, which is medical. In 2024, defensive back Jarvis Brownlee switched from a different facility to BPS because of our medical system and ends up with these elite testing numbers. In 2024, defensive back Kamal Haddon comes off major surgery that ended his college career. When he's cleared, he goes to a different facility, immediately switches to BPS because of our medical system, and tests where he needs to be. In 2024, wide receiver Xavier Weaver, coming off major injury and major surgery, comes into our medical and ends up with these elite testing numbers. 2024, defensive end McGregor suffers a high ankle sprain at the Senior Bowl, and our medical team still gets him ready to test strong in his pro day. In 2022, running back Jalen Warren, coming off a serious ankle injury in college, we still get him ready to test elite at the combine when a lot of people didn't think he was even going to run. In 2022, running back Devontae Price gets injured at the Senior Bowl, still ends up running at the combine in the 4.3s. In 2021, Tommy Tremble arrives with a serious injury in a walking boot and still ends up with these elite testing numbers by his pro day. We had 5 players that switched to Bommarito from other facilities in 2024 alone during the process, and almost every single one of them was because of our medical system that they needed. Look at Ezukama, who started at a different facility in 2022, switched to us at the combine to specifically get his testing numbers up. He does just that and moves up 3 rounds in the draft from his earlier projection. And honestly, that's the story with the Bommarito system. It doesn't matter the position, the injury status, if the player has a track background, if the player started training late because of their season, if a player has the combine invite, it doesn't matter. The true value of a training system is when a player has adversity and can we collectively overcome it. Get the player to test well and move up in the draft. And quite frankly, these past few years we've highlighted here is a representation of where we've been for the past 20 years. It does not matter the position or the status. If they have a track background, what are the pre-testing numbers? Are they great players and weak testers? Every single player that trains at BPS ends up with either elite freakish testing numbers at best or having a worst case scenario of being at least above average. And that's the key. Every trainer is going to get lucky with a few fast guys that have track backgrounds, no injuries, and are good enough not to screw it up. However, if you want to look at what a training system can do for you as a player, you must look at the entire draft class and see how the players with adversity ended up. And honestly, that's where we win every single year.